Today's session, I'll give you a brief description about the print function, and you have already seen in the previous tutorial that I have already used print function so many times to print something. So how the print function actually works, we'll see with the examples, and how we can change the output according to our requirement, we'll see with the examples. So Python provides a number of built-in functions that can be used to perform different types of operations. Python already provide some built-in function. Built-in function means the function that is already defined by the Python and you will use direct in your code. Built-in function print and input are widely used for the standard input and output operations respectively. Print function is used to print to show the output to the user, and input is used to take the user's input. Okay, so these two functions are widely used in application, but in this tutorial I will talk about only the print function. We use print function to show output data to the standard output device. A standard output device is your system's screen. System screen means your console, and in terms of the Python you can say that is your shell. This is the signature of the syntax of the print function, print, and the first argument is you will find that asterisk symbol and the objects. As we know that everything is object in Python, so you can pass any number of objects to print. This asterisk denotes var args. Var args means variable number of arguments. So you can pass any number of arguments to print something. After that, you will find that there are four more uh, parameters that you can pass. One is SEP. This is called the separator. By default, it is space. Okay. After that, you will find that end, and by default, the value of end is /n. Next parameter is file, and here the default value for the file is sys.stdout. And the fourth parameter you will find here, that is flush, and the default value of the flush is false. So what is the meaning of all these parameters? You will find there are 5 parameters actually. Okay, so objects is the value that you want to be print. The SCP is called the separator, is used between the values. So whenever more than one value you will pass to print, it will use to separate the values to print. So by default it is a space character. After all values that you want to print, you will pass. So after all values are printed, end is printed. So end is /n. /n denotes move to the next line, and its default is new line. The file is object where the value are printed. So this will denote that where you want to print the value. So by default, the value is sys.stdout. Sys is a module and stdout means standard output. So that's why it prints all the output onto your console, onto your system screen. And the default value is sys.stdout. So let's see with the example that how actually the print works and how we can change the arguments according to our requirement. So for that, let's open the shell. Suppose you want to print something, variable a is equal 12 and b is equal 20. Okay, and you want to print these values. So you will use print and a and b, a comma b. So every object that you want to print, first of all understand that if you want to print more than one object, then you will separate by comma. So I want to print a and b both, so I will separate both object by comma, and here you will see that output would be 12, and here you will find space. Okay, so space, why space is coming, just look at here, because after one object the default separator will print, and the default separator is a space. So that's why we see the output as space. If you want to change that after printing one object, the separator should some other character, then you can write like print a comma b comma change this argument's default nature. So the argument name is SEP. So I will write SEP is equal, and I can change it by hash. Okay. So now whenever your value will print, first of all, A will print, after that separator. Now I have changed the separator from space to hash. So now you can see that 12, and after that hash symbol, then 20. Similarly, if you don't want that after any value, space should be there, then you can write SEP is equal and just write the single inverted comma without any space. So here you will see that the output is 12 and without any space that is 20. So according to your requirement, you can pass any number of character. So after printing one object, it will print separator, and after that second object. So this is one way that you can change the separator. Uh, Another one is that after printing the value, it changed the line. Okay. So if you want that the value should not be changed. So to understand this, that how the end works, let's see. First of all, I'll create one of a script file, and I have already told you that how to create the script file in ideally. Just click on the file menu option and go to the option new, create a new file. Here I'm writing print and, for example, Daneyal, this one. Okay, and in the next line I'm printing, that is Lari, and save it. So I will save it by the name of a script, save script file. Okay, now run it. To run, we use a shortcut, that is F5, or you can go to the menu option and click on run module. Here you will find that the output is coming into two lines. And if you want to change that, if we use any number of the print statement, okay, so after this print statement, the line should not be changed. Okay, so the default nature of the print is that end is equal to /n. This is the default nature of your print function. So I have to change this default nature to something else. So I don't want to go into the next line. So I'll change it by space. Okay. So now after printing the Daneyal, it will not go to the next line. It will end with space, and after that print the Lari. Okay, so I am changing only this print statement's nature, not this print statements. Okay, so run this file, Python module. There you can see that is Daneyal Lari in one line separated by space. So again, you can change the nature of this end by any other character, for example, asterisk. Okay, so after printing this object, okay, after printing all the objects end with asterisk. So look at here, run this file, then here you will find Daneyal, and after that asterisk, then the next printing statements. Okay, so this is the way that you can change the print statements nature. Okay, so this is very helpful when we want the output should be some formatted form. Okay, so when you print something like asterisk coding, means pattern programming. Okay, and if you want to show some record in the tabular form, so after printing all the statements of one corresponding object, then it should go to the next line. So we can change the end, the breaking line statement by any other character. Okay, so here this is the way that we can change it. Okay, next one is a file where we want to show the output. So the default nature is system.stdout, means the system's standard output device. So since we are using the core Python, so we will see all the output on the system's standard output device. So we are not going to change this nature right now. Okay, when we will learn more output resources, then we can change it. Okay, so this is all about the print function. I hope this one is clear to all of you. Still, if you have any doubt, then you can put your queries into the comment box. Okay, so if you like this video, then please press the like button, comments, and share this video. Please subscribe this channel to get the latest videos, and please don't forget to press the bell icon to get the notification of the latest videos. Thank you for watching this video. Bye bye.